Well, over the weekend, Ottawa Centre MP Yasir Naqvi officially joined the race to become the next leader of Ontario's Liberal Party.
And Yasir Naqvi joins us live now to talk more about his vision for the party and for Ontario. Thank you so much for joining us, Yasir. It's great to have you in the studio. Now, we know that you moved from provincial to federal politics a few years ago, becoming an Ottawa MP in 2021, but obviously your time was with the Kathleen Wynne government. So why are you eyeing a return to Queen's Park now?
Well, I've been traveling the province, and I'm seeing people are struggling right now in our province. I keep meeting families who are struggling to find a family doctor or nurse. Kids are struggling in overcrowded classrooms. Young people who are working 2 or 3 jobs and struggling to pay for their rent or groceries. And I feel that the promise of Ontario is slipping away, and Doug Ford has broken that promise, and I want to rebuild the Ontario Liberal Party into a big tent, inclusive party so that we can restore that promise of Ontario.
Yasir, Doug Ford has sort of handed the Liberals their lunch in 2 straight elections now, right? Yeah. 8 seats last time, 7 seats. It's not even official party status at this point. What's gone wrong with the Liberal Party over the last couple of election cycles?
Yeah, I mean, we really have to transform our party, and that is one of my big focus, to make sure that we're building a party that's just not a party of 416 and 613 area codes, but it's a party that is strong in all 124 riding associations. That's why I've been traveling the province. I want to build a party that's a mirror of Ontario so people see themselves reflected, and a party that is focused on working on practical solutions that will make people's lives easier to live.
Okay, so what are some of those practical solutions? Would they be some of your, maybe you can outline your key priorities?
Yeah, I think that the 3 most important things that people are talking to me about, it starts with healthcare. Right now, as I said, people are struggling to find family doctors and nurses, and we really need to make sure that we bring new people into our healthcare professionals. There's so many immigrants, for instance, who are doctors and nurses and are still not able to practice medicine in Ontario. I had some guy tell me in Ottawa is that I was in an Uber, and my driver was a doctor, and I cannot find a doctor for the last 5 years. Why? And I said, why? I agree with you. We need to change that. That's the kind of things that we need to make sure that people are living their full potential and giving back to our society. So the other great thing is to find the economic opportunity in fighting climate change. There are trillions of dollars in investment money around the world available. Let's make Ontario the leader in creating good-paying jobs that helps people from all across the province.
Yasir, how do you convince Ontarians that the Liberals are the alternative to the Conservatives? The New Democrats right now, of course, are the sort of official opposition. Your party's in 3rd place at this point here. And a lot of people seem to park the Progressive vote now on the NDP side of the spectrum rather than the Liberal side. How do you bring those voters back to your party? Because that's going to be a key as well to toppling Doug Ford the next time around.
Exactly. And what I want to do if I'm elected as the leader of our party is to really focus on issues that people are talking about. I want to put our party in the center of Ontarians' wants and needs. I've always said that I didn't get into politics to tell people how to live their lives. People are responsible. They will do what they want to do. My job is to make their lives easier to live. That's the work I want to do, and I want to do it by building a big tent, an inclusive party that really works on practical solutions to help people.
And before we let you go, Yasir, you were born and raised in Pakistan. You immigrated with your family to Canada in 1998. Having lived here since then, having been part of the Liberal Party with Kathleen Wynne during that time, Doug Ford always seems to attack when the Liberals were in power. They did this, that. In your honest opinion, has it gotten worse or has it gotten better? Well,
I always start by my own experience. My family and I came with very little resources. We worked hard. What we always had is that promise of Ontario. We knew there was a healthcare system and a public education system there to help my family. People are telling me they don't trust the system anymore. They feel like they're not getting 2 steps ahead, they're getting 2 steps back. And that's what I want to restore. I'm a different kind of a candidate. My parents always taught me to challenge the status quo, and I want to make sure that Ontario is one of the best places to live in our country and around the world.
Yasir Naqvi, thanks for joining us this morning on Breakfast. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
Thank you so much.